Two nations, decades of war, millions displaced, and now a deal forged in Washington by one of the most polarizing figures in modern politics. You're watching Freedom Square News documentary, and this is The Washington Accord, Trump's Congo, Rwanda Peace Gamble. The scars of colonial division and civil strife run deep in Central Africa. The Democratic Republic of Congo and Rwanda have been entangled in a cycle of violence since the Rwandan genocide in 1994, when over 1 million people fled across the border into Congo. Militia groups like the FDLR and M23, born from the ashes of war, turned eastern Congo into a conflict zone rich in minerals and soaked in blood. But how did the global community let this smoldering fire burn for so long? In both countries, faith has shaped resilience. Churches, mosques, and traditional leaders have long mediated peace at the grassroots level, even as political leaders waged war. But can peace built on paper overcome trauma etched in memory? And where do the voices of victims, the women, the children, fit into these high-level deals? On the 27th of June 2025, in a marble room in Washington, D.C., President Donald Trump took the global stage again. Alongside leaders from Kigali and Kinshasa, he unveiled what he called a breakthrough for Africa and the world.
The agreement being signed includes provisions on the respect for territorial integrity and the prohibition of hostilities, the disengagement, disarmament, and conditional integration of non-state armed groups.
The deal promises a ceasefire, troop withdrawals, joint mineral investment agreements, and a framework for refugee return. But the devil, as always, lies in the implementation. Trump's motivations are as complex as the conflict itself. Is this a genuine diplomatic achievement or a bid for legacy in a world weary of American power plays? With global demand for cobalt, lithium, and tantalum at an all-time high, some ask, is this peace or just a new scramble for Africa's resources? And why weren't armed groups like M23 at the table? In Goma, hope flickers. Some families begin returning home. In Kigali, officials speak of regional cooperation. Yet, skeptics, including Nobel laureate Dr. Denis Mukwege, warn that without justice, peace is temporary. Have we seen this before? A Western brokered handshake followed by silence? The Washington Accord may go down in history as the deal that ended one of Africa's longest-running conflicts, or another well-intentioned document doomed by distrust and ambition. Can a peace deal made in Washington truly heal a conflict rooted in Africa's soil? Or is it time to listen not just to leaders but to the land, the people, and the wounds that still bleed? This is not just a story about Trump, Congo, or Rwanda. It's a story about the cost of peace and who gets to define it. At Freedom Square News Documentary, we bring you the stories that shape nations and the voices too often left behind. Subscribe, comment below, and tell us, do you believe peace can come from power?
Freedom Square.